Hey guys, if you notice I'm wearing the same thing because I am trying to record all of these so you can watch these at home and read along. And I've been really bad about reading these, but I want you guys to read them. And I know some of you have been reading, I can tell. You guys are talking about things, and I know you're sharing them, or you're talking with your siblings about them, or when you come into class you know some of these harder academic words, and you guys are using words like cartilage, cranium, sternum, scapula, and so I know you're reading them or you're listening, and I appreciate it, so I hope you keep up with it. So I'm going to try to read these two. I'll make two separate videos. So I'm going to start with 6.3, which is joints and muscles. It's page 51 and 52, so if you have it, go get it from your red folder or from the bottom of your book bag and follow along. I know the title is Joints and Muscles, but I don't know what page it's at, where it's at in my reader. So where can I go in my reader to find out what page Joints and Muscles is on? You should have said the table of contents. Looking here, can you say what page you see Joints and Muscles on? The chapter titled Joints and Muscles. If you said page 24, you are correct. So I'm going to go to page 24. Chapter 4, Joints and Muscles. You're going to follow along on this page. I'm going to read from the reader so we can see the photos and captions and all those text features that aren't included in this. We're going to always start by reading the title of our chapter together, and then you're going to follow along, and hopefully you're reading out loud while I'm reading, or at least reading some of the words. If you're struggling to read all of the words, start by focusing on those bold print words, and then we'll go from there, all right? So at the top of your page where it says, does anyone know? Put your finger there as you follow along, and I'm going to read from our book. Ready? Reading the title together. Go. Joints and Muscles. Great job. Put your finger where it says, does anyone know? And let's go. Does anyone know what we call the place where bones come together? It's called a joint. You have lots of joints in your body. Your elbow is a joint. So is your shoulder. So is your knee. And my caption says, Dr. Wellbody points to an image of knee joints. Quickly, I want you just to touch your elbow and feel that joint, your shoulder and see how that joint moves, and your knee and see how that joint moves. They are slightly different. Let's jump back in. Put your finger where it says many joints, and you are right here. Right there, many joints. Read with me. Many joints are cushioned by cartilage. Cartilage is a flexible connective tissue. It is not as hard as bone, but it is stiffer and less flexible than muscle. Do you remember when we learned about the vertebrae, the bones that make up your spinal column? Well, we have cartilage between each of the 30 or so vertebrae in our spinal column. The cartilage cushions the vertebrae and keeps them from rubbing or banging against each other. The cartilage is shown in red in the model on the next page. That is here. So this is the cartilage in between each vertebrae. And if you feel your spine when you bend over and sit up, you're going to be able to feel the vertebrae moving. The reason they aren't banging and bumping against each other is because you have cartilage. Put your finger where it says you also have cartilage. And that's going to be right here. You also have cartilage in your ears. Grab the top of your ear and bend it down a little. Now let it go. Do you feel how your ear snaps back into place when you let go of it? It's the cartilage that makes your ear do that. And my caption just says model of 4 vertebrae with cartilage. We have more than this, but this is just a little model. Put your finger where it says some of the most important tissues. It's going to be right here. Some of the most important tissues in your body are located in the joints. A ligament is a kind of tissue that connects one bone with another. Most of your joints contain ligaments. You have ligaments in your knee, in your neck, and in your wrist. This slide shows ligaments in your knee. Can you see how the ligaments connect your thigh bone to the bones in your lower leg? So if you look, those red bands are ligaments. And then we have cartilage right here. So this is ligament, and ligaments connect bone to bone. You see it? And the caption says, the back view, so that's the left, that's the back of your knee. The back view left and the front view on the right, which is the front of your knee, of the right knee showing ligaments in red. So it's just showing ligaments on your knees. Ligaments connect bones to other bones. Tendons connect muscles to bones. Try to keep those separate. Ligaments attach a muscle to bone, bone to bone. Tendons connect muscles to bone. I get confused too. So let's read that one more time together so it's really solidified in our brains. Ligaments connect bones to other bones. Tendons connect muscles to bones. Put your finger where it says I said earlier. You are on the back page, so page 52 at the very top. I said earlier that the muscular system and the skeletal system are connected. Well, tendons link these two systems. Tendons connect muscles to bones and allow you to move your bones. One of the most famous tendons in the body is called the Achilles tendon. Does anyone know where the Achilles tendon is? If you're in my class, you should probably know because we've already read this. That's right, the Achilles tendon is in the back of your leg just above the heel, right here. The Achilles tendon connects your heel bone to the muscles in your lower leg. It's an important tendon that you use when you walk or run. Does anyone know why this tendon is called the Achilles tendon? No? Well then I guess I had better tell you the story. If you're in my class or probably any of these other third grade classes, you already know the story. But it's such a great story, we're probably going to hear about it again, right? And this just says the Achilles tendon, and you can see where it is. There is Achilles, and let's figure it out. You guys are right here. Put your finger where it says the Achilles tendon and read with me. Ready? The Achilles tendon is named for a famous Greek warrior named Achilles. You may remember hearing about the ancient Greeks when you were in second grade. When Achilles was a baby, his mom tried to make sure that he would never die. She had heard that a person who had been dipped in the river Styx could not be harmed by spears or arrows. She took her son and dipped him in the river. Then she felt better. She believed that her son was invulnerable. Nothing could harm him, or so she thought. Invulnerable just means nothing could hurt him. That's what it means. There was just one problem. When she dipped Achilles in the river, she held him by his heel, so this heel never got dipped in the river. Many years later, during the Trojan War, a Trojan warrior shot an arrow at Achilles. The arrow landed right above Achilles' heel, the very spot that had not been dipped into the river Styx. Achilles died from his wound. So now you know why the Achilles tendon is named for Achilles. This tendon was the one spot where the mighty warrior was vulnerable and could be wounded. I'm just going to read this caption. It says, Achilles, the Greek warrior. And that's it for that chapter. The next one is the nervous system. We'll read about that later. All right, thanks. I hope you enjoyed following along.